My name is Patrick Woodford. I'm in my middle to late 40s. I live in London. My home is in Chester Square, and my business, an antique shop, is in Bond Street. I was first married at 18 to Elizabeth. Now I'm married to Helen. But in between, there have been Nancy, Josephine, Laura, and Betsy. Or did Betsy come before Laura? Well, it doesn't matter. I have 9 children, 2 or 3 grandchildren, and a Rolls-Royce motor car. And that's about all I can tell you about myself. It's a full life. Morning, darling.
Morning, darling. There you are.
Thank you. Helen, do you think I could have a spoon?
Spoon?
For my soup.
Soup? This is breakfast, Patrick. That's an omelette.
It was just that it was in a soup bowl.
Well, of course it is. It would have poured over the side of a plate, wouldn't it? I'll keep it warm for you.
How kind.
Mr. Woodford?
Yes?
My name is Travers.
Oh, yes, come in, Mr. Travers. Yes, you've come to give me an estimate for the built-in cupboard.
Yes.
Would you care for a cup of coffee?
No, thanks.
You're very wise. As you can see, Mr. Travers, over the years, things have begun to get a bit out of hand, so I thought that perhaps built-in cupboards was the answer.
Yes, indeed, sir. You work at home, I gather.
Work? Oh, no, my dear fellow, this isn't my work. This is my family.
Your family?
Yes, you know, birthdays, anniversaries, and so on. I think if you'll excuse me, I'd better tell my wife I might not have time to finish my breakfast.
All this is to do with birthdays and anniversaries?
That's right. You see, I've been married 6 times. Darling, I'm awfully sorry. I'm afraid I won't have time to cope with my soup, omelette. The fellow's here to see about my study.
Study? It's more like the nerve centre of the CIA.
That's very good, darling. I never thought of that. Yeah, as I was saying, you see, I have a very large number of families to keep track of. 6 wives, 9 children, and 3 grandchildren. No, 2 and 1 maybe.
Maybe?
Yes, my son Richard's wife has a craze for mustard on cornflakes, and he's not quite sure if it's a food fad or she's pregnant. Well, to help me keep track of things, I have all these charts and files, you see. This one is just for birthdays. Wives, children, and grandchildren, and ex-wives, new husbands, and new children. That makes 26. And the rest are just in-laws.
Blimey.
Yeah, because, you see, on every birthday and at Christmas and at Easter, each one of them gets a present. Of the same value, of course, just in case any of the wives or children should compare notes. And this is the anniversaries chart. Weddings in red and divorces in blue. And I beg your pardon. Over here, we have the Where Are You Now file. So you see, on any one day, I know exactly where any of them are.
Hello?
Helen, darling, it's Mother.
A mother-in-law.
A mother-in-law?
Oh, yes. I've got 6 of those as well.
So I thought I'd just give you a ring and wish you a happy first anniversary, darling.
Thank you. You wouldn't know it was in this house.
Patrick hasn't forgotten.
Well, we've been up an hour and a half, and all he's done so far is criticise my omelette.
Of course, I can't spend all my time here. I run an antique business in Bond Street, but Harold looks after that for me. Because, you see, I so seldom have the... Good grief.
Something wrong, sir?
Wrong. I have completely missed the most important. This is dreadful. She'll never forgive me. Isn't it amazing, you know, when something's there right under... You have saved my life, Mr. Travers.
I'm glad of that, sir. Important, was it?
Important? I've completely forgotten that tomorrow is the birthday of my first wife.
Of course, he could be keeping it as a surprise for me.
Darling.
Wait a minute. He's just come in from Mission Control, and he looks different.
I forgot. I completely forgot. I mean, isn't it amazing? You know, a whole room stacked to the roof with files and charts and God knows what. There's no excuse.
Well, better late than never.
Oh, I shan't be late, darling. It's not until tomorrow.
What isn't?
Elizabeth's birthday. I'm sorry about breakfast, darling. I'll drink it for dinner tonight. Good morning, Harold.
Good morning, sir. You look a little pale, sir.
Pale, I should think I am pale, Harold. Section D, File 2. I have completely forgotten that tomorrow is Elizabeth's birthday.
Your first wife, sir?
Yes, and if I'd had 2 pennyworth a cent, she would have been my only one. We simply married too young, Harold. We were both in the forces, you know. The war not quite over yet. Do you remember those confused days, Harold?
No, sir, but my father's told me about them.
I was a national service man of 19 brief summers, and Elizabeth an army nurse, 2 years younger. But there it was, youth was against us. And yet, you know, the fact that Elizabeth has never remarried sometimes makes me think.
But you have remarried, sir?
Yes, I have indeed, Harold, I have indeed. Elizabeth, now, favourite flower, orchid? Favourite perfume, Langer? Oh, no, I gave her Langer last year. Favourite food, grilled pig's feet. Favourite metal, silver. Ah, ideal for a present. I must ring her up at once.
Silver, sir?
Yes, we've got some very nice pieces. Would you assemble 1 or 2 for my selection?
Certainly.
Hello?
At your service. I'm willing to be of service.
Oh, how good of you to telephone. As I said to your man earlier, I think all I really need is a longer plunger.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you see, the one I've been playing around with is far too small. It just doesn't do the job properly.
Elizabeth, this is Patrick.
Patrick? You sounded like the plumber. Darling, what is it you want? Because I really am a bit rushed.
Oh, well, it's nothing much, really. It's just that tomorrow is a rather special day.
Is it? Well, have a lovely time, darling.
No, Elizabeth, tomorrow is your birthday. And I've got a little something for you. I was rather hoping I could bring it round.
Well, I'm afraid today isn't any good. Could you pop it in tomorrow?
Well, I was rather hoping I might also take you out to celebrate.
Patrick, how many times do I have to tell you that I do not make a practice of going out with a married man? Even if I was once married to him myself.
But, darling, you have no idea how sometimes I wish.
Patrick, I have every idea how sometimes you wish, and I find it very disturbing. Darling, I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
I can't wait.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my darling.
I've selected a few items, sir.
Oh, thank you, Harold.
Silver, as you know, sir, is a price.
For my first wife, Harold, nothing is too... Oh, Harold, I'm surprised at you.
I'm sorry, sir.
Ah, beautiful.
500 guineas, sir.
Yes, well, I wouldn't want to embarrass her. Oh.
350, sir?
I don't think it'd quite suit her tiny sitting room.
£12.25, sir.
Useful as well as attractive, don't you think, Harold? Without being ostentatious.
Hello? No, I'm afraid he's not here. Hang on, I think he's just come in. Who's calling?
Oh, who was that on the phone, darling?
One of the 5 women who had this job before me. I can't remember her chronological order, but her name is Mrs. Grenville.
Oh, that was Laura, number 4. 1958 to 63.
Mother of David and Amanda.
That's right, yes.
Or was it Samson and Delilah?
No, darling. You were right the first time. And I will thank you, Helen, not to slam the phone down on one of my ex-wives.
And I will thank your ex-wives not to use this house as a telephone exchange.
Darling, you know, sometimes they have problems so naturally they come to me.
Why don't they naturally go to their new husbands?
Because their new husbands are very often the problem.
Then they should take a leaf out of your book, put him out to grass and get another stallion.
Helen, these are very harsh words for someone as gentle and beautiful as you are.
I don't feel in a very beautiful mood this evening,
Don't you,
Patrick.
darling? Oh, what a I tell you what, here. Let's eat out tonight, shall we? Now, how about Luigi's?
The last time we went there, we were at the next table to that awful American woman.
That awful American woman was my 5th wife.
I know who she was, and she let the whole restaurant know it by joining our table.
All right, then, not Luigi's. How about the Peking Palace?
Where you proposed to Nancy.
Did I? No. Oh, I tell you what, darling. You choose.
I suggest we go to the Indian takeaway. After all, it is only our first wedding anniversary.
Yes, I'm very fond of chicken vindaloo. Our first...
I'm going to have dinner at Mother's.
No, I hadn't forgotten.
No, you were only pretending.
Yes!
Patrick, you were only pretending.
What?
Oh, how will you ever forgive me? Oh, and such a sweet note with it, too. There have been many others, but none to compare with you, my darling. Love now and always, Patrick. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
And to think I nearly went home to Mother's.
Well, if you really want to see her, darling, I'm quite...
Don't let's eat out tonight. Let's sit and hold hands and gaze into each other's eyes. And if you feel hungry, I'll make you an omelette.
Divorce?
From Helen.
But you've only been married a year.
A year yesterday.
I'm sorry, Patrick, but I'm off to America.
But, John, you handled all my other divorces.
Indeed I have. As far as women are concerned, you're a failure.
Mr. Carnaby.
Yes, coming.
John, please.
Non-consummation of marriage.
11 months too late.
But what happened to the first month?
I slipped a disc carrying her over the threshold. Do be quiet. There's a divorce going on in here. Now, John.
Well, how's your business?
Why?
Well, a client of mine went broke recently and his wife left him. He got his divorce for desertion.
Really? Here, let me make a note of all this. Now, unreasonable behavior, desertion, No, one more, please, John.
Irritating habits. Good Lord. 6 wives? Ought to be able to drum up a few of those.
John.
Goodbye.
Give my regards to Broadway. Give my regards to Broadway. Irritating habits. Elizabeth.
Patrick.
Many happy returns of the day.
Oh, thank you. Oh, what's this? Well, you said a little something.
Yes, well, I changed my mind. You remember in 1946 that we had our portraits painted by that Dutch master?
Yes, but he wasn't a master of painting. He was a master of a trawler.
Yes. Nevertheless, we did like them very much.
Oh, we adored them. And this is mine.
It's yours, my darling,
Oh,
with all my love.
How wonderful.
I've had it dusted up a bit and put into a different frame.
Oh, Patrick, it is so sweet of you. I've always wanted to... Oh, it's the one of you.
I knew you'd like it.
Oh, it's lovely. And I'm sure I'll find somewhere suitable to hang it. Now, Patrick, if you'll excuse me, I really must get on with the dinner.
Oh, dinner, how sweet of you, darling. But there are one or two questions that I want to ask you.
Patrick, it's dinner for 2.
Well, I hardly expected there'd be anybody else.
But there is. He's upstairs washing his hands.
He? Who he? What he?
His name is Peter Hamilton. He's a young, charming bachelor, and I've known him about 6 months.
Now, listen, Elizabeth, I don't want you to get rushed into anything.
Patrick, we've been divorced for 27 years, and I've managed not to get rushed into anything yet.
Well, get rid of him, darling, because I must talk.
What do you expect me to do? Give him a lobster Newburg sandwich and send him home on a bus?
If necessary, yes.
Oh, Peter, this is Patrick Woodford.
how do you
Peter
do?
Hamilton.
How do you do?
Patrick just popped in on his way home, but he can't wait because his wife has dinner ready for him.
My present wife, that is, you know, Helen. Elizabeth was my number 1, and we're still very close.
He's had 5 more since me. We met during the war.
I was wounded, and Elizabeth nursed me back to health.
He'd broken his toe in an army cricket match.
It's not funny. I still get twinges and bad weather. I understand that you're a bachelor.
Yes?
How's that?
I haven't found the ideal woman yet.
Patrick?
Yes, darling.
Could you help me fix this, please?
Coming. After 27 years, she hasn't quite got used to not having me around.
Patrick, you can't stay here now. Dinner's ready.
Look, what I've got to ask you is much more important than his dinner.
Some other time. Go home. I won't be a moment, Peter.
It never rains, but it pours, eh? The sink's blocked up, and Elizabeth wants a bottle of brandy for your dinner.
Oh. I tell you what, You fix the sink, I'll get the brandy.
Would you really, old boy?
Yes, certainly, no trouble at all. Any special brand?
Yes, it must be Icelandic brandy.
Right. Icelandic?
So you may well have to try quite a few places before you get it.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Patrick, but... Well, where's Peter?
He just popped out for a bottle of brandy.
I suppose that was your idea.
No, he volunteered.
He just jumped up and said, I'll pop out and get a bottle of brandy.
That's right. He must be a very heavy drinker. Now, look. I wanted to ask your advice. For a friend of mine. His marriage isn't working, you know. She's driving him up the wall, this friend of mine. She can't even cook. So I promised this friend of mine...
You want to divorce Helen?
Don't interrupt me, please, darling. I promised this friend of mine that I'd ask you being a queen bee in this social welfare marriage guidance lark... Who said anything about Helen? All right, yes, it is Helen.
Patrick, don't you think it's about time that you worked a little harder at marriage?
Worked? I have been married in February, March, April, June, July, and September. I've had 4 English wives, 1 American wife, and 1 French wife. I've been married on Coronation Day, divorced on Guy Fawkes Day, and twice actually proposed on my own birthday. You can't try harder than that.
If you really want advice, why don't you go see John Carnaby?
John Carnaby has left for America this morning.
Wise man.
He always was totally selfish. As a matter of fact, before he left, he did give me a few pointers. Unreasonable behavior, desertion, adultery, and irritating habits.
Well, if you can't get her on one of those, I should hang on to her. She must be perfect.
You know, as soon as he mentioned irritating habits, I immediately thought of you.
Thank you.
So look, try and think of some of the things you used to do that irritated me.
Oh, yes. Yes, every morning before you got up, I used to...
Helen doesn't do that.
Doesn't she? I doubt.
Wait a minute. You always used to... Oh, no. That was Josephine.
The mind boggles at what that must have been, especially in French. Mind you, after a year with you, I'm surprised Helen isn't a dipsomaniac.
She has 1 small sherry before dinner.
Pity. Drunkenness is very popular grounds for divorce.
Really? Well, I'll put that at the top of the list.
Patrick, there is one small detail.
Uh-huh.
Does Helen know about this divorce?
Well, not exactly, no.
Well, don't you think you ought to tell her?
How can I possibly tell her?
I don't know, start off with something non-committal, like, marriage is a funny old business.
Marriage is a funny old...
And then just tell her that she drives you up the wall. Peter.
1 bottle of Icelandic brandy. First place I tried.
How much?
£13.
Patrick, be a dear and pay him for me, will you?
You won't get away with this, you know. You and Elizabeth. Just you wait until I have rid myself of my encumbrance. Then we'll see who has the stiffer lance. Darling,
Yes, Patrick?
marriage is a funny old business.
It's lovely.
Yes, but who can tell what promise it holds for the future? When the bloom has gone off the blossom and the petals are about to fall and the frost and the green fly have replaced the fragrance of the rose. Do you get my message, darling?
Yes.
You do?
You've been reading that gardening book I gave you for Christmas.
Would you care for a drink, darling?
I've got my sherry, thank you, my love.
Well, why not try something different for a change?
Oh, it goes straight to my head.
Quiet, yes. Well, you see, I have this secret recipe. A San Francisco barman invented it during the earthquake, just before the hotel fell in on him.
Then how did anyone know the recipe?
Ah, well, that's the secret, you see, darling. There you are. Cheers.
I hope the house doesn't fall in on me. Oh, it's quite nice.
The secret is to knock it back, darling.
What? You know my head.
No, I'm banking on it.
Ooh.
A change from that old sherry, eh?
Oh, yes.
Have another, darling.
No, thank you, darling. I'm giving up drink from tomorrow. It's bad for the complexion.
Well, that's a pity about that, really, darling, because I was hoping it would brace you for my news.
What news, Patrick?
We're broke.
Oh, dear.
Penniless. But my shares just aren't worth the paper that they're written on. They've trebled the rent of the shop. I shall have to dismiss the staff and sell all the stock. Now then, what do you say to that?
King on the Queen, 9 on the 10.
Daddy, don't you realize we've got to sell this house as well and everything in it? All the silver, that settee you're sitting on, those cards you're playing with. Good God, I've got 5 years back income tax.
Well, there you are. That'll help.
I owe it. Helen, look. It's a hard thing to say, a terrible thing to say, but if you left me, I'd understand. Go back to Mummy.
I can't.
Why not?
She's decided to go to Greece with Daddy.
Tell her about it. Drunkenness, desertion. Adultery.
What's that, darling?
I was just saying I'm feeling desultory.
Well, of course you are. You are a funny old darling. You've got all those worries, and what do? You think of me the whole time. Fancy suggesting I'd leave you. I'd never leave you. If the most beautiful man in the world tried to sweep me off my feet, I'd never run off with him.
I'll get it. Who knows? It may be the most beautiful man in the world.
Patrick, I'm so sorry to barge in like this, but I really have got the most awful problem, and I just hoped you might help me.
Oh.
You two know each other, of course, yes.
Of course, you must be Helen.
Yes, and you must be Elizabeth, the first.
Patrick, that Icelandic brandy has completely knocked poor Peter sideways.
What?
Well, I mean, 2 glasses and he went through cloud 7 like Concord. I had to take him home and I ran out of petrol at the bottom of your road. Please, can you help?
Well, darling, I don't know about
This is the wrong house. I don't live here. Oh, good Lord. What a beautiful bow.
Thank you.
My wife?
You must be the encumbrance.
Peter, I beg your pardon.
Oh, I say, fancy him wanting to get rid of you.
Peter!
If I was your husband, I wouldn't want to get rid of you.
I must show you the kitchen.
But you said that he wanted to be shot of her without paying alimony.
They're a lovely...
I would like to see me.
Poor fella, obviously delirious.
Obviously.
Yes.
Delirious with the idea that anyone could be so scheming and underhand as you.
Helen, no.
Have another drink. Go home to Mummy. I haven't got a penny.
Helen!
So you want to be rid of me, do you? Well, you'll be rid of me good and soon. But if you think I'm going to give you grounds to divorce me, you've got another thing coming to you. You, Edward the Eighth.
Henry VIII. Henry. Oh, hell.
Patrick, I'm so sorry about that. But it's all right now, he's passed out.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's all right. I'm glad. I really am delighted to hear that.
Good. Where's Helen?
Helen? Oh, I should think she's halfway through her 4th suitcase by now.
You don't mean.
I do mean.
But what are you going to do?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to raise glass after glass to a certain San Francisco barman and pray for an earthquake.
And there's more ex-partner problems for Patrick tomorrow morning at the same time here on Plus. After the break, a cat is causing problems in classic Coronation Street.